Good morning, friends. It's Sunday, the 17th of May, 2020. We're still in lockdown, although there's more freedom to move out. There's also more freedom to go certain places, and even though we have to do takeout, there's still opportunities. We have to watch what we're doing, friends, because people are being very cavalier. And I must say, I've caught myself wanting to be cavalier. Being careful, staying away from groups of people, putting masks on when you're with people. You know, I'm not into the big, heavy-duty masks. I don't feel they're healthy unless you are a healthcare worker or you're with people all the time. But a mask is a good thing. And watching your hand washing and your face. And also just not taking it for granted that you don't have it or someone else doesn't have it. This is an invisible virus. No one can see it. And, you know, I read a story last night that upset me. A healthcare worker had the virus, was told to go home, and instead went back to work. An 80-year-old woman died, and several other severely compromised people are now in the hospital because this healthcare worker decided to go back to work. We all want to go to work. We all want to be able to pay our bills. But at what risk for life? At what risk for health? We have to be careful. It's an invisible virus, which means we can be an illusion and feel, okay, we can go out, so everything's okay. It's not okay. None of this is okay. Whether you believe it or not, it's happening all over the world, not just here. So my message this morning is, be careful, not cavalier. Enjoy being outside more. Enjoy beaches and places that are opening. But keep your distance. Cover your face. And have fun. But have fun carefully. Even in offices, as certain ones are opening, we've got to be careful with one another. We have to care enough about ourselves and each other now more than ever. We have to pay attention. I think of how I never worried about going out into public places with bare hands and bare face and being out with lots of people. I've never been a big crowd person, especially in the past many years. But I never really worried about getting anything, partially because I keep my immunity up, and partially because I wasn't thinking about it. But we have to think about it now. This is a pandemic. This is not a little flu or sneeze. There are people who are taking it for granted and end up in the hospital and dead, or kill other people. And meeting in groups is unhealthy because you don't know who has it, because it's not always out there. It's not always evident. And I know my whole life I was concerned. I had a low immunity when I was a child. I was told I was going to die young. And I worked to build my immunity. And part of building my immunity was to stay away from sick people, and when I was sick, to stay away from people, because I knew how important it was. And with this pandemic, we don't know before we get the symptoms that we have it. So it's especially important. It's especially important to be careful as if you had it, as if someone else had it, until we get through this. Because the more cavalier we get, the more people who are going to die. We're gonna die, other people are gonna die. It's just basic common sense, which we have not had in our culture for a very long time. And it's time to get common sense. Forget about politics, forget about all this opinions, but pay attention. Better to be careful than dead. A serious message this morning, but one I need to hear too. Because I don't want to cover up and I don't want to be careful. I want to go out just like everybody else. So I know how important it is for all of us to stay awake, to be careful, and to enjoy expanding into life again, but with awareness. Be the medicine. Be aware. Take care. Live the power of you. Let's use our intelligence. I have to remember this too. BeTheMedicine.com, Janet Straight Arrow. Much love. Let's be careful, people. Enjoy the sun on this beautiful Sunday wherever you are.